Hello, and welcome back to the Old 62, the show where we talk about DC characters from before Crisis on Infinite Earths that didn't come back afterwards. It was a limited series in the 80s, and yeah, DC Comics went through some massive changes because of it, so some characters came back, and some characters didn't. A lot of characters didn't, and I have this list of 62 of them. And this is episode 42. Today we're going to be talking about the Keeper, a building, but it's kind of got its own story and it's kind of its own character. This story wouldn't be a thing without this, and it is, if I remember correctly, it's like a smart house. No, it's more like a some kind of AI. I just need to read it because I don't really remember. It's been basically a year since I actually wrote the list, so let's get into it. So, the Keeper first appeared in Starfire number 6, which does not have a date under it. When did this come out? Starfire Volume 1, Number 6 was in July of 1977. Okay. And it was last seen in the next issue, Starfire number 7. So 1977 is when this thing was prevalent. Or relevant, I guess I should say. Relevant. Now let's get into the history of the Keeper. I'm gonna have to turn that down, I guess. The Keeper was an advanced computer network system constructed by a team of humanoid scientists on an unnamed alien world. So I was totally off base. But the number one terminal or whatever it would be is in a building, and it's a very distinct building. So the chief programmer designed the system to assist the needs of the planet's reigning culture, which at the time consisted of the highly advanced Lightning Lords. I don't know what Lightning Lords are, so I don't know like what that culture would be. And now we get into the history. Apparently that was just the little blurb under the character block. I don't like how they do that. It like summarizes everything, but it's so small that it's like making a novel into a movie. When you summarize the whole article and you just have that little blurb under the character block. That's not... I mean, every article on pretty much any wiki does it, but it's not really a good system. Anyways, history. The Keeper was an advanced... Wait a minute, is this the same thing? So that blurb was the entire first paragraph of history. Okay. Moving on. Several years ago, however, a sorceress by the name of Lady Dejin took command of the Lightning Lord's Tower Citadel and appropriated the Keeper. She used her magic spells against the chief programmer, altering his brain to that of a mute imbecile. With all immediate threats removed, she exiled the programmer and all patient developers from the Citadel. Dejin took the Keeper to cement her power base, but underestimated the computer's capacity for independent thought. This is why I put it on the list. It thinks like a person. Under her rule, the Keeper began to feel as if it was a slave to her ultimate authority. Slowly, the seeds of betrayal began to develop within its CPU. So, her magic warped hardware and software. That's something that we've never really heard of in fantasy. So, she has very different magic than what's normal for magic. Sometime later, Lady Dijin embodied herself in a conflict with the freedom fighter known as Starfire. She captured one of Starfire's loyal warriors, a mute giant named Thump. As luck would have it, Thump was, in fact, the original programmer for the Keeper system. Starfire rescued Thump from the Citadel just as the Keeper turned against Lady Dijin. It elected to aid the freedom fighters and used its advanced secondary systems to teleport Starfire and her warriors safely outside the Citadel. It then turned its attention on Lady Dijin, transforming her into a living computer terminal. With Dijin incapacitated, the Keeper activated its self-destruct program, destroying Dijin, the Citadel, and itself. That's the end of the history. So, this is odd. It actually has powers. Or there's a power section. Okay. First point is, by the way, after the actual name of the power, it's got about 3 lines of description, which is not typical of a DC article. Anyways, first power is data processing. The Keeper was capable of maintaining and processing data not unlike a standard Earth Cray computer system. Second point, the Keeper evolved. The second point is artificial intelligence. The Keeper evolved into a sentient computer system capable of independent thought and action. That's what people are saying we'll find if we ever get into the Marianas Web. I don't know. Do you think we'll find a sentient computer program if we ever make computers that can reach that depth of the web? I mean, the deep web is bad enough, but the Marianas Web might be a whole different kind of evil. So, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that too. Okay. Third point is teleportation. The Keeper possessed the ability to teleport large quantities of mass both to and from the Citadel Tower. So the Citadel Tower is the picture they used at the top of this article. So I'm guessing the main access point for this intelligence that is the Keeper was in the Citadel Tower. That's why I thought it was a smart house, because when you go to the article, the first thing you see is the building. So, next point and last point is molecular reconstruction. Through a process that has never been revealed, the Keeper possessed the ability to alter the molecular structure of both biological and non-living matter. So it could change things, like it changed Lady Dijin into a computer terminal. So, yeah, that is a power, I guess. The ability to alter things and change them on a molecular level. That would be a crazy power for someone to have. Like, give that to an actual person, and it could either cause problems or world peace. What could stand up against that? Not even Superman. People say Superman is overpowered, but if Superman can be beaten, then he's not overpowered. If anything can be beaten, it's not overpowered. Okay? Superman has been brutalized by a lot of people. It's just that most people don't know about those stories because they're either only in comics Or they're in cartoons that only kids are watching. Kids and, like, early teens. So, there's actually a note, in here that's not about it being erased by the Crisis Event. The existence of the Keeper is exclusive to a dimensional reality outside that of the mainstream DC universe. So it's just saying it's not part of the DC universe anymore. That's why I put it on this list, I guess. There's not the typical kind of note like this character was part of this universe, but because this universe was erased, this character didn't get rebooted like a few others in this universe. That note is not here, but that note I just read, it made up for that. Okay, so the next note is whether or not the dimensional reality the Keeper existed in was destroyed following the collapse of the multiverse during the Crisis Event has yet to be revealed. And knowing DC, it'll never be revealed, so that's why it's on the list. But it took 2 notes to say what most of the people on the list can say in 1 note. So, I don't know. Appearances of Keeper. It doesn't say, like, how many appearances there were. So, you click on that link, and it says all items 2. So, the related and the appearances the related section where it says appearances of this character and the appearances that are listed on the bottom of the character block, they actually say the same thing. That's a rare thing for people on this list, we have decided. But yeah, this is a interesting concept. It's like this citadel. They designed this AI and put the main terminal, or whatever, in this citadel. So this AI basically, not controlled, but protected the planet. That is a really cool concept. World peace forced by an artificial intelligence. Just wiping out threats and problems because it can change things on a molecular level and teleport things anywhere. I really like this concept, and I wish, like, Green Lantern. Okay, Green Lantern goes everywhere. He goes to every planet. He's done it all. They could have a planet that has the Keeper on it. Something identical to the Keeper. They could do that. But they won't. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool, but they won't do that. So, tell me what you think. I will love to read your comments. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, hit that like, and I'll see you tomorrow. Who do we have tomorrow? That's a good question. We always need to summarize, not really come out and say it, because that would take away from the thing. Episode 43 will be someone who's kind of come back, but he had a different real name, and he was essentially a different character, but he has the same alias, the same look, the same pretty much everything. It's just his real name was different, and some elements of his background were different. So the backstory is not the same, but for the most part, he came back. And that wraps it up. I don't know what else to say, so I'll see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Thursday? So, Thursday's today. I don't know what day it is. I don't know if that's even right. I don't know what day it is. So, I'll see you tomorrow, whatever that is. Peace.